In this video I'm gonna give you the basic SEO training I give to all my clients with no SEO skills or knowledge whatsoever. This entire video is vital information before you start making any changes to your website or before you start using my SEO plugin tutorials. You will learn which 3 pillars Google and other search engine uses to determine how high your website will rank in the search engine's results page. You will also learn that the 200 ranking factors will be subdivided in these 3 main pillars. I will teach you the SEO mindset that make me and my clients insanely successful with SEO. Make sure you watch this video till the end so you have the absolute beginner's knowledge to start your SEO journey the right way, so you will have the context to start with. At the end of the video, as always, I will give you a life-changing quote, and this time is from Zig Ziglar. Hi, I am the WordPress doctor. I've been building websites since 2001 and since 2004 in WordPress. I have my own national hosting company and I have a web development agency. My first paid job was as a SEO consultant in 2008. Well, a lot have changed since then, but I assure you, these 3 pillars you're about to learn will stay exactly the same because it's the foundation of every search engine. So let's get to it because it's gonna be a fun journey and you will learn some awesome things. Okay, so let's start at the very beginning. The goal of Google is to give their users the best search results in just a couple of milliseconds. Why? Because it's the business model of Google to show these ads between the right search results. But what happens if you search for something and you don't get the right results? Then you might end up using another search engine and that will turn out as a loss for the income of Google. So they want to give the best search results possible for your question. As from the website owner point of view, you want to rank in those top 3 positions in Google because the first search result is clicked on by 32% of the people searching. The second result is clicked on by 17% of all the people, and the third result, research shows 11% of all the people are clicking on the third result in Google. After that, the click-through rate is dropping extremely. So you want to rank in those top 3, and let me assure you, it is always possible, no matter what business you're in, it is always possible to rank in the top 3 of Google. You just need to learn these 3 SEO pillars and you'll have a valuable head start that makes you better than 90% of your competitors. To determine which websites are ranking where, Google uses an ever-changing algorithm that uses more than 200 known ranking factors. Now, all those ranking factors of the 200 and that we don't know can be subdivided in 3 SEO pillars. Those 3 are technology, content, and link building. The first pillar is the pillar we call technology. You can have the most awesome content and the best backlink profile, but if your technology is just garbage, then you can forget about those top rankings. In the pillar of technology, we have hosting, we have the server, which is very important, we have the OS used by the server, we have a web accelerator, your DNS, your CMS, your theme, plugins, caching, sitemap, and rich snippets. Now, let me explain to you all these things and what they are about. So the hosting is the actual ground where you build your foundation on. Remember the guy that built his house on the sand? You better be that guy that builds his house on solid rock, because it's very important for your speed in your website. So what server are they using? Is it a fast one? Is it a dedicated server? Is it a shared server? That might be some problems. Is it a virtual private server? It will save you a lot of time. So make your decision thoughtfully. What OS is that server using? Are they using a web accelerator like Nginx, which will generate great speed for your WordPress website? Are they using a fast DNS? All these things is all part of your hosting package. Now, before you ask, yes, I do have my own national hosting company, but no, I will not host your website. Why? Because I only host websites that I have built myself 100%. but I do know what to look for in a great hosting company. So, link is in the description. Now, the CMS has to be a solid, good, firm foundation to build your dream website on. If you're using WordPress, you're in the right place. You have made a good decision. If you're using Typo3, Joomla, Drupal, or Wix, well, it's never too late to switch. Now, what makes the biggest difference within WordPress? It's the choice of the theme, the plugins you have, and if you have the right caching system enabled. I can't stress this enough. If you're serious with your website, with your dreams, with your SEO, go invest and buy a decent theme that does not need 7 plugins just to keep the boat floating. On a weekly basis, I see clients coming to me with their free themes which have 6 or 7 or 8 plugins just to have the things working the way it should. That is complete nonsense and it's so silly. You just need the best theme that is full of options, have everything inside it, even the page builders, is well coded and is future proof. Well, I use one theme that I'm totally in love with because it is the best theme in the world. Of course, link is in the description. Do yourself a huge favor with this theme and you can trust me, it will make a big difference for your SEO, but also for your own personal frustration. I use this theme for all my personal website and all my clients' website. I built everything in it. It is totally awesome. And it will save you a lot of plugins. Plugins are very important for your WordPress installation because the more plugins you have, the slower your website will get and the more maintenance you have to do. So keep those plugins under the 10 plugins at most. That is impossible. No, it's not if you have the right theme. I have the right theme with all the blowers and whistles, so I don't need all those bloating plugins that do absolutely exactly the same as my theme can offer me. So the next on the pillar of technology is caching. Using the right caching plugin is so amazing and so helpful in your speed. I have tried all those free caching plugins, got drowned in all the options and broke my website a million times before I get to know the right plugin for the system I use. And I can really advise you to use this plugin. I created a tutorial about it, how to speed up your WordPress website, and I'll promise you it will make a big difference in your SEO rankings because Google loves when your WordPress website is cached very good. Now the last two on the pillar of technology are sitemaps and rich snippets. Sitemaps are just a list of your pages and blog posts so that Google knows exactly what they are and when you have updated it for the last time. These are generated automatically by the best SEO plugin there is. And no, it is not just SEO. The last one are rich snippets, which are also very important for your SEO rankings because they will provide a markup, a ski markup, that's what it's called, it's the technical code on your website that Google understands which step to take. So if you're baking a cake, for example, the first step is to get the ingredients, put everything in a bowl. And when you just show this way to Google, generate the code to Google, they will show that rich snippets in the search engines. All right, that was pillar number 1. Well done. You deserve a drink. Now, you see that SEO is way more than just good content and backlinks. You need also the technical part of your SEO needs to be top notch. Never ever forget that. All right, let's move on to pillar number 2. Now, on the content pillar, we have quality pages. What do I mean with quality? Quality is very easy. Don't copy paste stuff. Write your own text. You are your brand, you are your website, so you can create unique new text. You can inspire yourself with other people's text, but don't copy paste it, just make your own, create it. All right, quality content. It has to be unique, uniqueness, no copy pasting, and give your point of view about the subject. Your amount of words, very important for your content, because Google needs context. It has to be around 400 words to be good content. So amount of words, very important. Your meta, description and title text need to fit in your keywords and need to be no guesswork for Google. So make that 100% good. Your images, please use your own images. You can buy them, of course, from stock photos, but when you do that, just make sure you load them into Photoshop, change something about it, and upload it again so those images are becoming unique. Because remember, uniqueness is one of the biggest reasons why Google will let you rank. So your images, use your alt text with your images. I will explain everything about this, how you do that on the SEO plugin tutorial. So your hierarchy of your titles are very important. You use H1 in your page, that is the title tag, and then you have another subject, it's called H2, and below that your titles will be the paragraph, headings of your paragraph will be H3, H4 maybe, but mostly it's H1, H2, H3, H3, H2, H3, H3, H2. That's the way you build on a page. So it has to be logical for the search engines to understand your content. And last but not least, it has to be readable. The readability is also an important factor when producing content. Now, readability is something that's hard to catch because you have to make it readable for your audience. I have clients who are working in the artificial intelligence. Now, their content is written way different than my clients who work in a dentist shop. Or their content is way different than a guy who works with wood. So you have to make your readability stand out, make it readable for your specific target audience. Don't make it more interesting, don't use more words than necessary, but make it catchy for your readers. So to summarize, the second pillar is all about your content. Make it long enough, make it unique. And if you do not like writing or creating videos or I don't know, whatever, just hire someone to do it. There are a lot of copywriters who can create text from just your little information. But remember, you have to look for the good ones because there are a lot of copywriters who don't understand SEO and who don't understand Google and who definitely don't understand marketing because you are selling something. No, I'm not selling something, doctor. I'm just informing people. Yes, but you are selling your information to the people. Everybody is selling something. So keep that in mind when hiring copywriters. Make sure they can sell. Alright, you have gotten this far. You are on 2/3 of all the pillars and your SEO knowledge. Well done. If you have learned something new, hit that like button, then I know we're on the right track. Okay, let's get to pillar number 3. Pillar number 3 is all about link building. Now, I once read a page about search engine optimization and the cover said, how to rank higher in Google. I'm interested. So the first page, it said, get more links. No, that's cool. The second page, get more links. The third page, the fourth page, the second, all the way to the 100 pages, get more links. That was the message. Well, okay, although this is a joke, there is some truth to it. Because if you have the first pillar, the second pillar, all figured out and all done correctly, then the third pillar, if you don't have any links, your competitor with just 1 or 2 links will skyrocket above your website. It's simple because you don't have any votes. People are not telling each other about your website. So link building, we have internal link building, external link building. We have your hierarchy of links, your breadcrumbs, footer links, and the text links that I want to talk to you about. So your internal text linking is very important because you will let Google know what are the most important pages of your website. You have a copy of your content and somewhere between the text there is a link placed that will link to another page. So Google knows, hey, this context, this page is about this context and it is important because he is linking to it. Remember, internal link building is important for all your website pages and your landing pages. Remember one thing, Don't spam stuff full your content copy with all kind of links, because it will distract people from doing that one thing on your website that you want them to do, and that is exactly buy something, download something, contact you, or whatever. Keep that in mind. External link building is very, very, very important for your SEO. The more links you have, the higher you will rank in the search engines, because Google will treat other links as votes for your content. Remember, for external linking, you want no PPP. That means you don't want any links from porn websites, poker websites, or pill websites. It's a rule of thumb: don't use links from the shady side of the internet. No way. No buying links. Please never, ever go to some company who says, hey, I can get you 500 links on PageRank number 9 websites. You will need this and your SEO will skyrocket. Just pay me $500 and I will fix it for you. Never ever do that. I have seen clients with such backlink profiles, as we call them, with all spam website and links. You think Google is an idiot? No, they're not. And they know exactly which websites are real from which you receive the link, or which websites are created, link farms, link wheels that are created to generate links. Don't do that, never ever. It will disappoint you, cost you a lot of money, and it will place your SEO work in the reverse, and you will go downhill instead of uphill. Don't do that. Alright, your hierarchy of links is very important. So where are the most links linking to? Are they your front page, or are those deep links that are links to other pages of your website? The more deep links you have, the more shady it will become. Google updates their algorithm a lot of times. One of those updates was the Penguin update, and they were exactly talking about this. Because if you have more links to other pages than your homepage, then there's something fishy going on. Google won't trust you anymore, and yes, you will not rank that high anymore. So keep that in mind. Your hierarchy of links is very important. How many links are going to which pages on your website? Your breadcrumbs. For link building, breadcrumbs are really good, because now Google knows the context where to put the pages inside your links, inside your sitemaps, inside your hierarchy of your website itself. Breadcrumbs are very useful in your website. Footer links are also very useful because it generates value to those special pages, your cornerstone pages that you have in your website. The cornerstone pages are the pages that are the most valuable to you, and you want to rank them the most high in the search engines. In your footer, you can place, I would say, a maximum of 5-6 links to those cornerstone pages. The positive side of this is that all your footer links will be placed on all the pages of your entire website. So that will boost your hierarchy and the internal links extremely to those cornerstone content. Use them. Then you have, of course, the text links. And what do I mean with text links? I mean that you have two kinds of links. You can just go to a website and ask for, hey, can you put my link up? And they're like, well, sure, yeah, you have to pay some bucks. No buying. Or, yeah, we can trade links or whatever. Now, they will place a link on their website. But what kind of link is it? Is it just a link between other links? Just a row of links? That is less valuable than a text link. And what do I mean with a text link? It's a link in a paragraph of text about the subject of that page linked to. It is way more valuable because it has context around it. So you should get, with external link building, all these text links that would be to great benefit for your SEO. Now, how do I get those if I can't buy them? And trading links, well, I won't recommend trading links with someone else. But okay, how do I get the best external links? Write a press release. If you're an expert in your field and you have the best products of the world, or you have something very valuable for others, write a press release. Remember the website I used to show you when optimizing the speed of WordPress, amusementparksusa.com? It has been featured in national newspapers because it solves problems. Did it go by itself? No! I had to write some copy, send it to the newspaper, call them, ask them if they would publish it, and they said no! And I said, why not? I have to rewrite it, make it more interesting for people to read. So then I rewrote it, sent it again. And then they placed my copy of text in the newspaper, so it got me a lot of links and it got me a lot of visitors. But those things don't happen by itself. You have to work for it. You have to put in that extra work to get those links to your website. But trust me, link building is the third and also a very important pillar of your SEO strategy. Congratulations! Now you know the context of SEO and that SEO is more than just going after those green lights in your SEO plugin. Trust me, SEO is way bigger than that. But now you have a head start of 90% of your competitors, so that's awesome. But what to do next? You have to do a keyword research. It's way too much subject to cover in this video, so I will create another video about short tail, long tail, keyword intentions, search intentions, and all these things, how to do it, when to do it, what to do it, and how to implement it in your website. So if I helped you out, please hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see other videos about SEO, WordPress, or other themes, plugins, and anything that has to do with WordPress. Alright, have an awesome day and stay tuned for a life-changing quote of Zig Ziglar. Because life is more than optimizing websites for SEO, here is a quote from Zig Ziglar. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Stop postponing your website. You better start with your new business or your new website when it's not completely done, then you never start because it is never completed. Good luck, have an awesome day.